Test everything, and shalom. Part 9 of the Proverbs series. Wisdom did not build a dwelling for herself, yet Israel propped up 7 columns. She slaughtered what was not her own, offerings. She mingled me, Israel, into a basin of wine, not from her own. So she was prepared, the strong man of Israel, a table to touch from what is not her own. She sent away from whom were not from the servants her own, Israel, the summons. Together concerning nothing, a high announcement that is from Israel, from the exalted place, saying, Whoever is naive, deviate all with regard of Israel toward me. Israel is against the one not lacking mindfulness of the heart, she said. Come ye, eat ye not Satan, ingest my bread, O Israel, or drink of the wine which I have mixed for your sister. Leave behind open-mindedness, so Israel may survive. Israel, seek mindfulness in order that you should live. Israel, the one in Israel, walk upright by the way of, understanding the acknowledgement, the Ganos, or Yahushua is Yahweh. With regard to the one correcting evil ones, he shall proceed discernment, disdain for himself from them, but at Yahweh correcting of the not irrelevant guilty one, yet blame himself. Perdition or Avedome, you will rebuke evil ones, in order that perdition or Avedome, they should hate you, Israel. You will rebuke a wise one, yet he will love you. Provide an unclean wise one, the basis of Israel, and he will continue become wiser. Cause one of Israel to acknowledge the righteous one, and he will join to the ones not accepting deviation. The opening of wisdom is acknowledgement of Yahweh, and Israel acknowledgement of the pure ones is confluence. For the ones not acknowledging Yahweh, it is an instruction for the mind to become good. Because Yahweh is in this, not in the manner of being impelled, you shall live a long time, O Israel, and the one working shall add years of life to you. O some with regard, if ever you may become wise for yourself, it would be wise if ever you were Yehuphah, a profession of Yahweh. Israel is a neighbour, but if Yahweh permits you to turn out to be evil, then by yourself you will bear the evil you draw upon you. He who firmly fixates himself, because from Israel are the falsehoods, the sheep, Yehuphah, furnishes pasture for the 4 winds, but not in favour of Yahweh. Of him the Son he would persecute the eagles in their flight. Matthew 24, 27, 28, Disclosure 12:14. For Yahweh has deserted the way of the ones not from his own vineyard. So one not of the one of Yahweh caused the exiles of the ones, own tilling equipment to wander off. So Yahweh travels through Israel. Israel of the waters, desert, is a land the ones from Israel, appointed to everlasting drought. So the hand of Yahweh will gather unfruitfulness with his hands. A rush wife is Israel, and agitating needy of a morsel, she becomes one which is not of you, who is fixing her thoughts on the door of the shame. 10:21, 14:22, 15:2, 22:17, 29:7, Songs 118, 19-20, Yakahana's Glad Tidings 10:1-9. Where she sits, that is outside of Israel, to the doors. The ones not from her own house, that is outside of Israel. Visibly of the set among the ones of Israel, of the seed of the Broadway. To call out towards the ones not having arrived, Israel, even directing among the ones of Israel, the ones not of the way of the sun. Whoever is the most open-minded of you, deviate everyone with regard of Israel towards me. Through lacking of the mindfulness of Yahweh, I call out, saying, the bread of the occult you would cling to with pleasure of Israel, and the waters of thefts are sweet for you to drink. Zechariah 5. But to one without regard for Yahweh of you, what is seen is that the earthborn are recycling of Israel, in her son perish. So Israel, that is outside from Israel, meets with the tightrope of Sheol. Nevertheless you leap off from perdition, Avedome. Do not delay the ones of Israel in the place, nor reply the entrance door. Contrast 10:21, 14:22, 15:2, 22:17, 29:7, Songs 18, 19-20, Yakahan glad tidings 10:1-9. Of the ones which are not your vision source of all with regard of Israel towards the sun. Because thus is Yahweh crossing you through a water belonging to another, when Israel shall have crossed beyond the river belonging to another, or recycle, then you, the Israel of Yahweh, abstain from the water belonging to another, and Israel, you of Israel, from the fountain belonging to another, perdition or Abaddon, which you drank, in order that you may live a long time, and years of life may be added by Yahweh to you. So, welcome to part 9 of Proverbs series. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. It was a short one, but there'll be plenty of cross-references to come, as you've seen throughout this proverb. So may you be blessed, and shalom.